Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. EJ Lightsey, questions for EJ? Kelly?
Coach Eubanks was just in here talking about position flexibility in your room and having guys learn all the different spots and stuff. How have you kind of adapted to that and learning more than one role?
Yeah, so I've been one of those guys that's been playing like both the dime and the Mike position. But I think Coach Banks and like Coach Gideon do a good job of like breaking it down and making it simple for us. So I think that it's an easy process for me to go out there and play Mike, and then you go in next rack, play dime, because it's kind of like similar, but dime just get out more in space. And I think like I've been like taught enough and I trained well enough to get out there and play in space. So it's been an easy transition for me moving from Mike to dime.
Where is your confidence level going into the season? I would imagine probably pretty high, right?
Oh yeah, my confidence is pretty high, man. The big thing is going into the season healthy. That's been a thing I like struggled with in the past. But going into the season healthy, knowing the playbook, knowing everything, so my confidence level is really high.
It sounds from Coach like you're using a lot of different pairings there at linebacker. Do you feel more comfortable with one player than another when you're out there?
I think everybody's comfortable going out there playing with each other. We done built that trust in each other. We know everybody can do their job. So like anybody he put me on the field with, I feel like, I'm gonna be comfortable out there and I can trust everybody to do their job and they can count on me too. So I pretty much go out there with anybody.
EJ, a question for you. Obviously, big season coming up. Just what have you continued to work on the most? Just continue to kind of hone your craft, kind of fine-tune your game.
So for me, from last year to now, it's been a lot about like hip mobility and just like I just said, that open space stuff. So like getting out in space and not just being like that box backer, that true box backer, getting out in space, covering guys. Like with the game, like advancing so much, like linebackers are asked to do way more, get out in space, cover guys, cover side receivers, tight ends. So like basically just honing in on that and like perfecting my craft, and that is the main thing I've been focusing on.
What's your approach been like? You're in a different position than you've been in your career where you're expected to be one of the guys now and be a main contributor. Has that changed your approach at all, or how you view camp or do things?
It hasn't really changed my approach. Like it's a moment that I've been waiting for to be one of those guys, and I've been waiting on my name to be called so I can step up, show my potential and show what I can do. So it's like I wouldn't say I'll change anything different, but I know that like my role is bigger. I got a lot of guys that's counting on me. So I got to like step up and be that person that they can count on and lean on.
The guys playing in front of you can, make your job a lot easier. What have you seen from the development of that crew up front?
Well, like this one of the main key things Coach hit on in film. Like anytime we do something good and like we free, it's because of the D-line. So like I always give praise to them. The D-line been like they've been working very well. They take double teams. A linebacker is free. So like we always give like credit and praise to them. That's one main thing we harp on. Cause when we can flow and we can run around, that means up front is doing their job. So like we've been doing that a lot, coming free. So yeah, them boys been working.
Got it.
What's Coach Gideon been like to work with? You've had a lot of different coaches in your career now. What's he been like to have as a DC?
He's been very fun to have as a DC athlete. Like he got a lot of juice. He bring a lot of juice every day, a lot of energy. So like you always want that in your DC, somebody that can like get the room going, get all the guys going. So like he's been very cool to work with. He done established his trust here. We know we can trust him. Trust his game plan and go out there and execute, and we'll be all right.
EJ, just what's your relationship kind of been like? Obviously, Kelly talked about, it with the DC, but what has it been like with the linebackers coach? How have you guys just been bonding? He says he's depending on you more vocally with this group, but what are some things you guys just bonding on?
I think like the big thing with Coach Banks is like the connection we've made like off the field. That's a big thing. That's something I always look for in coaches. Like what kind of connection and bond can we make like off the field? He got good chemistry with the room. It's not always just about ball. He checks up on us. He want to see how we doing mentally. So it's not always just about ball. And that's like one of the main things I really like about him. It's not like get in football and get out. It's spend time with your guys, talk to them, like get to know them. And that's one thing that, we really bonded on.
Anything else? EJ, appreciate you, bud.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. Talk soon.